We now welcome in Hawkeye Radio Network's Rob Brooks for another football segment here on Hawkeye Sports Report. Rob, we head up to Michigan this weekend, and as has been the case all season long in the Big Ten, some more good quarterbacks that we're going to face.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. It seems like every week there's a potential for 2, maybe 3 quarterbacks that Iowa will face, and there's an opportunity for Iowa to face potentially 2 this week. We don't know the status of Denard Robinson. Devin Gardner has chipped in very nicely here the last couple of weeks, but Robinson, their leading rusher and passer, obviously has that bad elbow, some nerve damage, and you just never know how that's going to come back. Brady Hoke said earlier this week that he is day-to-day, senior day, Michigan playing for a lot. Well, I wouldn't be too surprised if he finds his way on the field.
Iowa's defense will definitely have their hands full. And speaking of the Iowa defense, we saw some new guys get in the game last week. Kind of talk about them.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of youth that you have seen the last couple of weeks, and especially the game against Purdue. And in the linebacking core, you've got Quentin Alston and Travis Perry have been getting some time, partly due to injury, and the other side just a coach's decision. And I think now you've got, looking forward, 5, maybe 6 linebackers that will be in the mix years to come. And then I think when you look at the defensive backfield, Nico Law, who a lot of Hawkeye fans wanted to see very early in the campaign, has really built himself up, playing good football here the last couple of weeks, and quietly become a starter in place of Tommy Donatel.
It seems like the word consistency has been a word that's been brought up quite a bit this year. And Coach Ferentz has said numerous times that if they could play consistent, that this could be a pretty dangerous football team. Yeah,
I think when you look at Iowa, I always like to talk about the margin of error, and it's not great this year. And you look at the 6 games that have been decided by 3 points or less for the Hawkeyes this year. They're 2-4 in those games. If you could somehow reverse that to 4-2, you're probably looking at a little bit different scenario. But there are some players out there that I think the last month or so have really been playing consistent offensively. Cavante Martin-Manley, I think, is really on the rise. He's now the Hawkeyes' leading receiver. Jordan Cotton, special teams-wise, and also at the wide receiver position, has really elevated his game. I think now when you look at those 2 wide receivers, you know exactly what you're going to get. And then you have the defensive backfield like Micah Hyde, Nico Law, the linebacking core. Consistency has been getting better and better each week.
Now we have 2 weeks left. They need 2 wins to make a bowl game. What do these last 2 weeks mean?
Well, I think if you're the Hawkeyes, you look at these last 2 games, you're playing 2 of the brand names in college football. At the Big House, of course, this weekend against Michigan, and then right back day after Thanksgiving in front of the big Kinnick Stadium crowd. Nebraska, you've got the Wolverines and the Cornhuskers. Boy, enough said if you're the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Well, it should be interesting. Backs against the wall, that's for sure. Rob, thanks for stopping by as always. We'll see you up in Ann Arbor.
Thank you.